Family Tree. Put your hands together, family. All right, all right.
Hey.
Hope you all doing well and everything is going good with you and your families and that you're staying healthy, right?
Yes,
Good
yes, yes,
intentions.
yes.
Say putting your information and everything and applying the principles and hope you're doing and living a better quality of life. So welcome to another holistic health session where we're going to talk about everything that's going on with you from the holy tree. We say the holy tree now.
The holy tree.
Which is the ancient laurel trees, which were the laurel trees that actually dealt with back in time, and we dealt with those laurel trees, and those laurel trees were times of information that whenever you got something going on, you go to the tree, and that's where you find your family. So we say it slow, y'all. Social security.
Yes, sir.
Social
Yes, sir.
security. What does that mean? Social security means that your family is your social security. Got it? So that's why we invite you to bring yourself and your family. Tell them that we're tuning in here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. What we're going to talk about today is anything you want to talk about, So what we're going to do is talk about holistic health. We talk about herbs, testimony. Make sure you are muted. Unless you're about to talk, please mute yourself, all right?
That's
and
right.
from that time, what we say is if you have questions, concerns, look down to your bottom reaction bar. You'll see the reaction there. Click down there, and you can raise it, and you can raise your hand. And then we'll try to get your question answered. And you can get into the queue up there where you'll see actually Audrey's up there already, Oscar and Gerard and Bianca. We got plenty of people already lining up.
That's right.
So if you are someone that has just a question, you may want to put it and drop it down in the chat room. And then we got Prophetess over there. Prophetess, you there? Yeah, she's there.
Yeah, she's there. She's there.
There she is.
She had to jump up. She was doing her push-ups. She had to jump in.
She's doing her exercises. All right. Prophetess will probably try to get that, or Big B, and they'll put it in the chat room. And then what we'll do is if you're someone that's calling in by phone and you missed maybe the prompt that says how to get into queue, don't worry. Just let us know that you're on the phone and we'll try to get your question answered. All right. The only question is there are no dumb questions, right? Only dumb question is the one you didn't ask. Got it? So we encourage you. We do everything with decency and respect. And we invite you. We say welcome to the family tree. All right. So Big B, let's give our host with the most over there, Big B, a big old hand. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, Big
loving
B.
it.
Tell us what's going on over there, Big B.
Yo, man, look, it's a nice, we actually had a decent day over here today in Jersey. So, I got no complaints. I'm just grinning from one side to the other, man.
All right.
Listen, let's get going because I know how the time runs away on us and we can't get things done. But to make sure we get to as many people as we possibly can, all right? So right off the bat, guys, let me just come in right now and give you our quick facts for today. And that was updated about 12 minutes ago. I hit it a few seconds ago, so it's kind of bunched up in time. Our total confirmed cases for today, 636,187,179. Total critical cases, 36,102. Total deceased, 6,596,610. Total active cases, 15,427,169. And here's our mental health moment. Total recovered, guys, 614,248,171. That's what's up, guys.
Wow. That's awesome. Yes. And if you're following with us, this is a website we've been introducing to the family since the very beginning of 2019. This is the ncove2019.live, and this is a site you can go to. It has all the epidemiologist reports, gives you all the details. So go there, find out the information, find out the latest numbers. You also always want to remind you, there is a link also on there for what's called a survival rate calculator. You may want to take that survival rate calculator, go right to it, punch in your age groups. It says sex, male, female. Then it goes into conditions, cardiovascular, diabetes, respiratory issues, hypertension, cancer, and then basically they'll give you a score based on where your numbers are. Great information. Share it with yourself and your families. Got it? Okay, Big B, let's get started, man. How about going to the chat first? Let's see what's on the
Hey,
chat.
man, you know what? That on the very first question, they got something here that I can't even pronounce. It's called, what is SHILAJIT used for again? Should we get capsules or powder? Any special brand?
What was it again?
Okay, SHILAJIT used for. As Valerie asked that question. Val, are you around? Can you say that?
Shilajit. Yeah.
Shilajit. Okay.
Yeah. So that was actually something I did on one of the shows.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Shilajit is actually found in the mountains of the Nepal or the mountains of Mount Everest. Mm-hmm. And what is it? It's actually the plant life, literally like a tar or goo. Okay. And this is actually the broken down tar, but is actually the most powerful part of plant life itself. So it's actually what we call the humic acid, fulvic acid. It's the synergy that makes all life and everything grow. Mm-hmm. So it's catalyst. So you can get it in a tar type piece. It's like a tar. It's like a black tar. Okay. But when you take it, it's one of the catalysts for raising the level of nutrients in the body. Literally, they say it's the ultimate for nutrients in the body. So that's what it is. Now, you can find it in different places all over the internet. You only need a small portion. It usually comes in a jar, small jar, almost looks like a shoe shine jar almost. And then you take it has a little teeny spoon. And that's what you would take that and put it in some water, your favorite juice, your smoothie. And it helps with raising your alkalinity, but also it fights because it's actually one of the bitters. Tastes like mud. Everybody say it tastes like mud.
Well, how many of us have eaten that when we were small? That's what it was.
People come back with some incredible testimonies of what they're fighting it through. So it's called Shilajit. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Very good. Okay, Bianca has a question. She says, what is your perspective on raw veganism? I'm sorry. What is your perspective on raw veganism?
What was my perspective? Mm-hmm. I don't ask that what that question is, because it says what it is. Veganism is basically, it goes a little bit deeper than vegetarian, of course, because of course you're dealing with also what you wear. So there's a respect factor of, they won't wear certain types of leather, certain things like animals, mm-hmm. things like that. So it goes into more of a sort of a religious concept to it. So it's just like vegetarian veganism. Some people have their different models for what it represents. I respect them all.
I guess I should have said more plant-based, because I'm not really trying to get deep into it as far as like what I wear. But since I'm already plant-based, mm-hmm. I was thinking of, because I follow, a couple of people that I've been following for years. And they were saying how being raw really helped their body really heal itself much faster than when they were cooking the food and using oils.
Now, why do you think that's the case? Let's see if you can answer that one. Let's see if you can answer that. What do you think the reason why raw versus cooked would matter? And you can answer that yourself.
I guess because you're getting all the nutrients, right? You're not cooking any nutrients out.
Right, because when you add heat to anything, heat destroys minerals. Got it? Mm-hmm. Right. So anytime you add heat to anything, you're going to get less minerals. So that means if you do raw, you're going to get all of the nutrients. The only thing you got to be careful of is that they are spraying all foods. Got it? Right. Across the board, whether it's conventional or organic, you're getting some of this spray. This thing's called chlorpyrifos, things mm-hmm. like glyphosates, atrazines. There's these different things in chemicals. So you got to make sure your foods are clean. And that means baking soda, aluminum free. I always tell folks, if you really are facing something that's really bad, if you just start to eat raw for about 2 to 3 days, you're going to see a major change in your body. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're going to see a change. You're going to say like, wow, what I'm thinking clearly, eyes clear up, thinking clears up. Mm-hmm. A lot happens with that because you're raising the alkalinity. It's all about the hydrogen. It's all about the energy. If you raise your pH, pH is your potential for hydrogen. Every cell in your body is now being fed. All 150 trillion cells, which have a little car engine, and that car engine is hydrogen. So now they're all spinning in the right direction, it's going to raise your frequency. Yeah.
So you said wash them in baking soda or baking soda and vinegar?
No vinegar. No vinegar.
Okay.
Baking soda, aluminum free.
Okay.
Yep, aluminum free. And that's because, again, if anything, baking soda is very high alkaline. So anything like bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, anything cannot live in an all alkaline state, right?
Right.
So when you raise that by washing it with that, you just killed all that stuff right off of it. That's why it wins every time. It wins all the time. So if they're using veggie wash, even using vinegars and all those other things, it hands down wins every time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
do you do regular faucet water with it?
no faucet water. Who said faucet water?
Oh my God.
Stick it.
No.
Lord. No faucet water. And where are you? Who said that? Is that Linda? Linda?
I can't tell you.
You're not even supposed to be drinking faucet water, let alone washing it.
Let me ask you this question.
I
What
wouldn't be
aluminum, what
Mhm.
aluminum-free baking soda do you use?
There's one called Bob's Red Mill. Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob's Red Mill is good.
I've seen his, but it doesn't have aluminum free on it.
Yeah, but they made the statement. They made the statement. See, some
So
of them had state and some of them haven't. They've made the statement non-aluminum free. Also, Arm & Hammer has not made a statement.
No, that's
So
true.
I'm just going to tell you there. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
thank
recommend a good filter?
A good filter for what?
Like if I
For
wanted
what?
to put it, instead of me pouring bottles of water to wash all my fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, you can just use a regular spring water bottle at the source. Yep, spring water bottle at the source. That's why the Crystal Geyser is good water. It's $1 a gallon. Can't beat it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't use spigot water. Spigot water has, if you're in the Delaware Valley, are you in the Delaware Valley?
Cool. I don't use
Uh,
spigot water. I don't use spigot water.
No, I'm saying Linda, I think it was Linda who said that. Somebody said that. She lit up
Oh,
on the
no, I'm
bottom.
not. No, I'm
Okay.
not.
Yeah, see, they found 56 traces of pharmaceutical drugs alone in our water here in the Philadelphia region. So Delaware Valley. And you
Yes,
got to
buddy.
also look into all the other things that are, cryptosporidia, heavy metals,
All kinds of crazy
amoebas,
stuff.
cross contamination. I mean, I don't want to keep going, y'all, but it's ridiculous. Lands of eds and meds is what they call it.
Yes,
in
indeed.
Philadelphia, Delaware Valley, there's more pharmaceutical and education institutions right in this area.
Yep,
They just
yep,
dumping
yep.
a lot of stuff in there.
Hospitals.
Not to put the last thing, which probably is even more dangerous than anything, the most radiated water in the
Yeah,
country.
that's so true.
Yeah, because
That's
of
so
the
true.
power plant. Yeah,
Yep.
we have a power plant that's right next to the Schuylkill. So
Yeah,
it's
we've
a lot
got
going
two of them
on.
close to us. One out
Yeah.
down near Salem and over
Yeah.
the one near
If you're
Philly.
living
But I don't want to
if
mess it up.
someone that's living
What?
in the Montgomery County
Well, don't
section,
forget it. I ain't
if
gonna
you're
know this
living,
big
if you're
face.
somebody living in the Montgomery, come on, mute yourself, family, mute yourself. Got it? If you're someone that's living in the Montgomery County section,
Mhm.
that's left or right of the Schuylkill, you have to be aware of the power plant up there. There's a group that's called acereporting.org, acereport.org. I would say you need to be aware of them, connect with them if you're in that region. The radius of a fallout from any nuclear power plant can be anywhere from 50 to 100 miles.
Wow.
But usually if you're in the radius about 10 miles, they're giving you things like radiated tablets or what we say potassium iodine tablets so that you can actually protect yourself. But this kind of goes out of, people stop handing them out, and yet, this organization is the only one that's sort of tracking things. It's by a husband and wife. They're a nonprofit, and they're the ones that are, let me see if I can grab them here. If y'all give me a second, can y'all give me a second here?
Mhm.
Yes.
Sure.
That's fine.
Who's actually in
I was gonna-
Montgomery County?
Oh.
Anybody in
Anybody
in
is all
Montgomery
about? Sheila has her hand up. Anybody else
County? Okay.
that's in that area? Just trying to keep you guys healthy as best we can.
Yeah, hold
I'll
on for
tell
a
you.
second. Let me see if I can grab them real quick. If I
Okay.
can find it while we're talking about it, you need to connect with that. Yeah, here it is right here. I'm gonna pull this up right here. Who said that they're in Montgomery County in that area?
It was Sheila.
Sheila.
Sheila Iman, yes.
And anybody that you know or love that's in that area, you need to have them link up with this group right here. And let me share the screen real quick. Let me know when y'all can see it, okay?
Yes.
You got it?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You need to get up with them. I had them on my radio show on the Green Hour, and we talked about what's happening right in Montgomery County. Now, the rates of cancer are higher than anywhere in the country right there. Rates of cancer are somewhere in the neighborhood of 75% higher,
Wow.
90% higher with children's leukemia. And a lot that's going on right there. I have a husband and wife. This is their website. And they have tons of information. I would give them a call right here. See this number? 610-326-2387. And that's because with that area, you need to all get together as a group, especially if you live in that region, and be aware of what's going on, where you can. Got it? So the story goes as so. I met them, and I forget how we even met. I really do. But I remember the story they told me. They said they were monitoring the region with the Geiger counters. And, so they actually one day just came out and just started doing the numbers. And what's considered safe numbers for air and nuclear, water and air were 20 times higher. And they said, whoa. So they called the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, right? And they called them like right away, same day, and said, look, you need to get out here right away because our levels are incredibly high and it's 20 times past what's supposed to be that's considered safe. When y'all think they got out there?
They did.
Probably a month later.
3 months later.
Yeah.
And when they showed up, no Geiger counter, no nothing, just a pen and a pad saying, we heard there was a problem out here.
Wow.
You got me?
That sounds like it.
Sometimes you'll see if you're living in that area, people will say that they've been contacted about water testing. So they may say that they've tested it or they've gone in and they've done things to not only test the water, but they've actually will give out these potassium pills. They're actually potassium because, remember, potassium iodide is what makes sure that your thyroid doesn't get exposed to radioactive isotopes, which can actually cause things like cancer. Got it? That's why those that work in the power plant, that's what they give them. They give them, the source comes from kelp, sea kelp. You got it? So that means, what does that mean? It's a great source for protection is to take sea kelp if you're living in that area. Absolutely. Got it? So keep that in mind. Give that number one more time. Did you get that, Prophetess? You got that number, right? You got the website. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And yeah.
Are they saying that, first of all, I live right on the edge. I'm
Okay.
really a Philadelphian. So everything I do basically is in Philadelphia. And I don't drink the water where I live. I don't do any, but I do bathe in the water. So is that an issue because you shower? And
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yep. Yep. That's all an issue. And see, Nuclear Regulatory Commission, they actually deal with both air and water. They're supposed to be monitoring that on a regular. So if there's anything that comes out about any suspect of anything going on, they're supposed to be there, Johnny, on the spot. And whenever you have delays like this is critical because that means that these things can be out leaked, and what leak can be going on, it's silent. You don't know. You got it. So I would give them a call.
If you're right there, okay, at City Avenue, and Montgomery County is right across City Avenue, doesn't that affect Philly as well?
Yeah, because it's coming down the Schuylkill. It's coming down the Schuylkill.
Right.
Right. So that's why I said the left and the right of the Schuylkill, but it's closer in the radius that's closest to the power plant. Yeah.
Okay.
Give them a call. They'll give you all the
All right.
details. Matter of fact, on this website, you can go to a lot of action alerts. See the action alert right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That will give you some of the things that you can do. Got it? You can, they got petitions rolling out. I would just give them a call just to get an update on where they are.
It's scary.
And
Really scary.
yeah, but it's all over. It's all over the country. It's not just there. It's everywhere. It's all over the country. And most of the power plants are built on fault lines also.
They certainly are.
You know, which makes it a double. Like, why would you put it on a fault line? But some strange reason they always put it on a fault line. So that means remember, if power goes out, EMP or anything like that, they have about maybe 48 hours, 72 hours before they melt down. So that means in the radius of about somewhere about the average one, maybe 100 plus miles in radius exposure. Yeah. So it's not good, y'all. It's not good. So keep in mind, jump on that. All right. Good stuff. We went a long way with that one.
My last question, though, I have my second question. Thank you for that, though, Dr. Paul. I'll keep that in mind for other people to pass that on to. I'm thinking about investing in a Berkey water filter system, because last month it was like a touch and go trying to find Crystal Geyser. And I was asking Big Lots. And I don't know why they only order one pallet each time.
Yes.
When I go in there and I'm practically the one cleaning out the pallet. So it was really hard trying to find some good water. And I'm like, well, I think I need to start to think about investing in a Berkey.
Yeah, Berkeys are they're water filtrations that can remove about 99.9% contaminants. Yes, those are actually what is used for like camping, things like that. I have one of those also, but I feel that what you probably would work better for you would be an ionizer. Okay, an ionizer at the tap. When Erin Brockovich, an ionizer at the tap. You know, like Erin Brockovich, when she first, was contacted about Flint, Michigan, they brought her in and said, we got a little problem here. She got over there and said, no, you ain't got a little problem. Y'all got a huge problem. And then she said, shut it down right now. That was 5 years before it announced to the public that there was even a problem in Flint.
Wow.
Right.
And that's because they shift the water and started bringing in, the travesty is that north of there, of Michigan there, is actually Lake Huron, which is one of the purest finds of water on the planet. But yet they were not bringing this stuff through. They were actually shutting it down and actually they were sending it through this sort of system, and it was actually making the water acidic. Got it? So when you saw them holding up the dirty water, that was after it was so acidic that it hit those pipes and just loosed all of that sludge and gunk, and then they pulled it out.
Wow.
Even General Motors stopped using the water because they did that, because it was rusting all their car parts. Yeah. So what does it mean? What is that going to do for you? Yeah, we have a whole generation loss of children because of the contaminants of water.
Yes.
And what's in the water. Nobody's paying attention. Fluoride, chlorine, all this stuff. Your body doesn't know what that is. That's a heavy metal. That's a soft metal. Aluminum, byproduct of aluminum. What is it doing in the water? You got it. So these are the things that you have to watch. So Berkey is better, but I would say you would probably get the best resource for you right now would probably be an ionizer. There's a lot of them out there. Kangen is one that I used to actually distribute for Kangen. So that would be a good company, or anyone that has it with, usually they have what's called platinum plates. Platinum plates. And the platinum plates are what charges the water. So there's a filtering without moving the hydrogen it cleans the water, positive charge, negative charge. So you can use the acid water for degreasing pots and calcification on pots. And then the other water comes out of a wine, and that's what you would drink. That's the water you would be drinking as alkaline. So
Okay.
that's what I would recommend you do something like that as opposed to a Berkey. It just works better. And then you
Okay.
can add the same filtering. If you have, based on where you live, you can ask Kangen where you live, and then they will give you the recommended filters specifically if you were in places like Montgomery County or different parts of the country. They test it everywhere. So they would
Okay.
tell you exactly what's good for you. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Paul, before we leave that subject, the ionizers, you said the platinum plates. Is it better to get one that has a lot of plates or a little bit of plates? The more plates, the better?
The more plates, the better. I think it's up to about 8 or 10, somewhere around there, maybe 12 plates
Yeah,
now.
I've seen them with like 12 or 13,
Yeah, they always try to do more. Everybody wants to up each other. But the real thing that you're looking for is maintenance. Over a long period of time, will they stay maintenance free? And usually I can tell you, I've had my Kangen machine almost, oh boy, maybe over a decade now, over a decade. And I can tell you zero maintenance. You clean it with a filter every year. You order it, it's about this big. And with that, it's a self-cleaning unit. It self-cleans itself. The one I have is one of the flagships, so you can add salts to it if you want to. I just add Himalayan salt sometime. So it's a good alternative. So that's one. The other alternative would be to get a water catalyst. So get an addition to what your water, if you want to raise it up, that would be the Willard water, is what I would also recommend. I'm looking at sort of like, in the need of getting good water and you can't get to it, things like that.
Thank you, Dr. Paul.
Okay.
Can you spell Kangen?
Kangen. Yep. And they're by a company called Enagic, Enagic.
They're pricey, but if you calculate all the water bottles we buy,
They pay
It's
for
worth-
themselves.
it's
They pay
worth
for
it.
themselves. Yes. Yeah. Not only that, but it saves your life.
Yeah.
Most importantly, right?
Can you spell Dr. Paul, spell Kangen again, please?
Kangen. Kangen. And maybe I can pull up.
I got it.
If y'all interested in these water systems, let me know.
Yes, we are.
And I can maybe make some phone calls for everybody because I have to just renew my connection with them. Let's see here. Enagic products. So here I'm going to give you I'm going to open this up so you can see where this is right here. All righty. Let's see here. I'm going to open this up.
I
I
got
wanna
it.
see what you- All right, let me know when y'all can see this, okay?
Got it right there.
Right.
Okay, you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is enagic.com. All right, and this is the products here. Right now, the flagship would be the Luke Level K8, and I have the SD501. That's my model right there, SD501. Got it? All right, somebody mute yourself.
Oh, so these are tabletops?
Yep, the tabletops. You can sit it right at your. Somebody mute yourself, y'all. Mute yourselves. I have to mute everybody.
You know what, you guys are gonna have to
Mute
get yourself
everybody.
some headphones.
Oh man, I gotta mute.
'Cause sometimes,
everybody.
and
Okay, now just want to go here. Products. See Luke Level. That's an 8-plate oxidizer. This one's the ultimate home use. They hook right to your desk, to your table, and basically it comes out of that wand. There's another one that comes at the bottom that goes into your sink, and that's for acid water. So your use is for acid water. So that's the SD501. That's the one I have. And then you have versions like this, like the 501 Super, the Luke Level Junior, and then it goes down from there. Got it? You can even have it to the point where you can hook it to your bathroom. So you can have it like a water spa, like in your bathroom, like a hot springs
Sounds
type
like a
thing.
winner.
Yeah. So it does a
So
lot of
are
good
you
stuff.
saying it's movable?
Yeah, that it's always movable. Yeah. Yeah. So that one here can
Portability.
be, these here are more standard under your sink versions. Like this one here is for the bathroom, and this one's under the sink. This one here is the beginning of all the levels that are on top. Those are surface. So they go right next to your faucet on the bathroom or like anywhere you can put it. You can put it anywhere, but most people keep it right in the kitchen. Okay.
They're looking for a whole house one.
I wouldn't recommend it. Nope. And why would I not recommend that? Because your pipes in your house
Yes.
are maybe way alter the charge. So that's why when people get the filters for their whole entire house, it makes no difference because whatever you charge it at, by the time it goes through copper or plastic or whatever your PVC or whatever it is, it's going to change the charge. So you just destroyed it. You got it? So you didn't want to do that. You just wasted your money.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. Let's see what we got there, Big B. We went a long way with that one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. As a matter of fact, here, hold on one second. There's one that I want to know about infrared mask. Are they okay or not?
Infrared mask?
Mask, yes.
Oh, you mean the one for like beauty?
Yes.
The beauty mask. Oh yeah, they're pretty good. They're safe. Those are safe. Infrared. Remember, infrared is like the infrared saunas. It's just heat lamps that actually from the inside out, it detoxes you from the inside out. That's what they do. So I do recommend infrared saunas. Yeah, they're good. Far infrared is even better.
Say that again. Far infrared.
Far infrared is even better. Yeah. If you can get to someone that's doing far infrared, it's a different bulb. That's all it is. But it's a different it radiates a different type of energy. Yeah. Far infrared.
All right. Denise, what was the spelling of the two pesticides that you talked about last week?
Oh,
do you remember?
Denise, where you at?
Denise, Dr. Palsy, we ain't gonna talk to you. We're trying to make us remember something about 2 weeks here.
Right here, Dr. Paul.
I'm gonna get you. Hold up. I got it right here, by the way. I do have it.
Amen. See?
Yes, I do. I'm Johnny on the spot with this.
She said the spirit as you, Dr. P. Matter of fact, you're right on top of Denise on the list here.
No, I'm not.
God worked that out for me.
I can't be.
Sure.
All right. Let me see if I can find this thing. Goodness. Yeah, it's a lot. I'll look to see it for okay. But yes, yeah, these are, I mean, some of the stuff, y'all, we are just in trouble when it comes to what is in all this food. And and what they're spraying and stuff is really just alarming. It's alarming in every way. Yeah, it's alarming. I'm looking in my library right now for it. So keep talking.
Okay, while you're looking for that, there's one question just kind of comes up about.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Okay, you got it. All right.
I got it. All right. You ready? Yep. y'all better write this down, please.
Right. I'm writing.
The first one is called Imazalil. IMA, Z as in zebra, ALIL. Got it? And the second one is thiabendazole. That's a mouthful. THIA, B as in boy, EN, D as in David, A, Z as in zebra, OLE. And this is the both pesticides and fungicides. They deal with all the things like that. They spraying them, so they're trying to stop the the bugs from coming in, things like that. But at the expense of now making it a poison on your food. And then if people are using like the zest from a lemon or a lime. That's dangerous. And most of this stuff it's very, check this out, it's very waterproof. It's waterproof. So when you washing it off, you thinking you did something. You know how folks are. They just go like this. You just do a quick wash with spigot water. Right?
It's not helping at all.
Real spigot water. Where really you need to be having a rough brush. You need to get a little brush that's in your kitchen that's a little rough, so that you can scrape that. And guess what? When you use that, you're going to see it scale off. It's like a plastic coming off of it. It's amazing. If you do that on an apple, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to say,
isn't it the truth? Yes.
You're going to see the real plastic
it's
stuff.
Like plastic on that apple. That's true.
Now, I can tell you that's what the Kangen machines are very good for. This part of the Kangen testing is that we used to show people how we can raise the water to 11.5. It's not something we don't recommend drinking 11.5, but it was only for high level alkaline water for specifically removing the contaminants off the food. That's what I use. I use high level water, alkaline water from my Kangen machine because it sits right on my kitchen for that purpose, for cleaning that fruits and vegetables and things like that. Yep. So that's a major reason why I got that one. That was a major reason.
And baking soda too, right?
Yep, baking soda too. Yeah, but something you can add. Come on, y'all, mute yourself.
Come on, mute yourselves, guys.
Mute yourself. All right, who is that?
That's all right. She took care of it.
All right, but that's a major part in getting your fruits and vegetables scraped. If you start to really get a good brush with a little roughage on it and scrub it, it's going to amaze you. You're going to be like, no way. And we used to take the Kangen water, right? And we used to use like cherry tomatoes, right? We would take cherry tomatoes and put it in one clear glass, and we would put the high concentration of alkaline water in there, right? And just a matter of minutes, you could just pour off into another how much pesticide and stuff is on those tomatoes. It was amazing.
Wow.
So that's what high level alkaline water will do. Along with baking soda will probably do the same, but high alkaline water, that's really high. That's like 11.5 on the pH. Yeah.
So you don't drink this water, right?
No, you don't drink 11.5. No, you don't want to do that. Don't drink that
Kangen
water.
The Kangen water you don't drink.
No, Kangen water you drink, but just not at 11.5. It's a level of you can raise it in different levels. And see right here, I took it down already, but it actually talks to you. Actually, when you hit it, it'll say Kangen. It'll say 7.5. It lets you know 8.5. You can raise it to wherever you want to go.
So
and then it'll even tell you if it's high.
You're gonna look into it for us?
I'll look into it for you, Dolores.
No, but for all of us, Dr. Hall, I'm saying that want to find out about the word of the filter.
All right, who's down? Put your hand up. Anybody got their hand up? If I get
Anybody
more
got your
than
hands
two,
up? I'm looking at. I see
Can I
Sheila.
get three?
I see.
Can I get four?
I see three. I see four.
Sure, I'll
see
definitely look
four.
into it. Yep, I'll absolutely look into it.
C5.
Hey, I do see
I'm on
five
the
now.
cell phone, so you see 6.
Yeah.
Can I see 6? Can I get 7? Can I get 6?
Seven right here.
Can I get an 8?
I make 7.
Y'all know how to
Okay,
take
people,
something,
if you're interested, please put your information in the
Yes.
chat box.
Yes.
put your information in the chat
And
box.
listen up, guys. You hear what Prophet says? If you're interested, put your information in the chat box, guys.
What
okay?
information? Just your name?
Yeah, just get your name
Your
and
name
and name and
interest
number.
and interest in.
Yeah, and your telephone number. I would need your telephone number. Okay. And
Put everything, your email address, your phone number, your name. Try and do it complete so it's not broken up. Okay.
And yeah. All right. Okay, let's go to the top there. We got Audrey.
Audrey, you there?
Hello.
Hey, Audrey. Glad to see you.
She in her favorite chair, Big B. That's her favorite chair. I think that chair showed up more than anybody right there. That chair showed up.
It feels good.
I just wanted to first, Dr. Paul, thank you for the RM3A. It turned out really good. I want you to know that I did go to see Dr. Galzerano.
Okay.
And he did some kind of, this is my first time to a chiropractor. So I heard all the cracks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But I felt good. I didn't have any pain afterwards or anything. I was doing well. And he told me I was good. I went last Monday and I went back again this Monday, but he told me I was good.
Excellent. And this thing, go ahead.
He told me I didn't need to come back right now, but he sent me a message earlier today asking me how I was doing and if I needed to come back to please call him. And he gave me a exercise to do because I told him I had a little case of vertigo last week. And he said vertigo is running rampant right now. So that was one of my questions to find out an herb. Is there an herb you can take for that? But I took Dramamine, which I didn't want to go to the doctor, but I found this other herb oil called Vertigo Ease. And it's actually made with lavender and peppermint, frankincense and ginger. And you rub it behind your ear and it actually worked within like 5 minutes, like I said.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know, is there something I can take for vertigo? And the only thing, since I saw you, I saw my doctor, my blood work came back. A1C was down another point. And the only thing that was up a little was my cholesterol. And what can I take and do for that?
Well, remember we talk about cholesterol. Well, first of all, congratulations on just the 1 point that you came down.
That's
I always
great.
say
Super.
celebrate everything because every bit counts. Hey, I'm just going to give you a clap right there. Definitely with anything with cholesterol, remember, you got to watch your oils. Got it? Watch the oils. Still, you may be catching something that may be causing, indirectly, gunking up the liver. And it could be a process of you turning it around also. So that could be also another thing. But watch the foods that you have that have the canola oil, corn oil, vegetable oil, things like that. Got it? So whatever you like a lot of, it's usually what you really like a lot of. So I want you to go through the cupboard, look and say, what is it that I'm eating a lot of? Because usually when you start to stop eating these things, it sort of balances itself out eventually. So just keep that in mind, okay? Now, vertigo can be a lot of different things. I've had my own personal bouts with vertigo. Now, let me ask you, do you have any whooshing in the ears at all? Or pulsating tinnitus?
No, he actually put me through the test too. And then he gave me a YouTube vertigo site to look at where it's a little test that you should do like every day or every other day.
Okay.
I didn't have any problems when they tested me.
Okay, so that's where you got to look structurally. I will say this, even though you've gone to the chiropractor, remember there's muscles that pull left and right. Got it? And that can, usually it's that first, C1, C2, right around that area that lead up to that area, that pull, and they can pull. Now, there is one, and where is Dr. Lenny when I need him? He had one for me. This is deep. This is real deep. And it's one muscle that goes from my lat here all the way up through here to your neck and goes right in your jaw. Got it? Yeah. So when they reset it, they have to use the trigger point is right next to your jaw. And then you got to open up your mouth like this. They'll tell you to open up your mouth at the same time while you're doing it. So it could be tension on there that pulls that C1, C2, and it's causing vertigo. And I can tell you as a personal example, it was with me. I had that problem when I came back from Maui after my son had me climbing mountains and doing zip lines and all around the world. I was doing everything. He had me doing everything. I came back and I was out of balance. It was one time I got up and I felt like I was on a boat. I literally felt like I was on a boat. And
I'll tell you what he did. He actually messed with those muscles, like up in here. And he held my head here, like, and he twisted it real fast. And I heard clicking and all that kind of stuff.
That was just a little adjustment. Yeah, that's the C1, C2. Yep.
Okay.
So
yeah, he did that.
Yeah, now, right, but it's not going to adjust right away, because what's happening is when you go out of there, you got to start stretching more of that area, tightens up again, and then it'll pull it right back out. You got it? So
he
that's
gave
why
me an exercise to do every morning.
Right. So what you would do, one is like this.
Yes,
opposite side, and this
That's
it.
the one.
That's
Yep,
it
that's
right
it.
there. And just
Yep.
hold it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you one other thing. A lot of the problems that people are having, or why they're having these issues with the muscles, has everything to do with dehydration. Got it?
Okay.
Dehydration. So make sure you're plenty dehydrated, and then you would just move that and just hold it. So whenever
Yeah.
you get the dizzy spells, make sure you do that. Last
Okay.
thing would be the Epley maneuver. Now, did he mention the Epley at all? You know,
Not
we
that
did
I
the
can
we
recall.
did the Epley right here. I did that I showed you all on YouTube where the Epley maneuver was. Remember the Epley maneuver? Everybody remember that? Who was
That's the
it?
one where you put your head down.
Right. You got to move it to one
Yeah, I
side.
remember
Yeah.
Dr. Paul.
Right.
That's
So
that's the YouTube video he sent me on my email.
was it Epley?
I don't know the name of it. I know he just labeled it vertigo and just told me to watch that YouTube, and the lady
which-
got on the floor on her knee and put her head all the way down. And
Right.
And then you have to like bend your head under, like.
Yeah, that sounds like it. So
Yeah.
you take yourself to a series of that. Now there is a Epley maneuver for the left and the right side.
Right.
Got
That's
it?
what he told me. Yep.
Right. There's one for the left and the right side. So you have to find out which one causes you the dizziness. So you would lay back and then, wait till you stop spinning. Because a lot of times
Right.
you can see you got to wait till it subsides and then wait 30 seconds after it subsides.
Okay.
Then you can move into the next one. So I would say apply those things, but keep heat on your neck also. Heat will help to
Yep.
loosen, the muscles. Did he tell you heat also?
Yes, I actually I have a heating pad that's like a shoulder pad.
So
And
when
it
you're
wraps
doing right,
my
so when
neck.
you're doing the exercises, put the heat on your neck at the time when you're doing that. Got it?
Right.
That actually helps even more. Okay.
Okay.
So hopefully all those things can help. But Dramamine, you
I
should take
just
that
did
one.
it because I had it,
Yeah, I hear you. We should take that when we went fishing. I never took that stuff. My brothers used to take that stuff.
Boy.
All right. Thank you, Audrey.
Thank
Appreciate you.
All
right.
right.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All
You
right.
got Oscars right there, Dr. P.
Yes.
Oscar.
And congratulations to you, Audrey. Keep up the good work, okay? All right.
What's up,
All
Oscar?
right. What do we
Talk
How's it
to me.
going?
Doing great, man.
Hey, Oscar.
How's it going today, Doc?
All right, doing good, man. What's going on?
Glad to hear it. I got a couple of things. One, I don't know if you noticed in some of these ads, some of these commercials for Dr. Oz. I would say some of the attack ads for Dr. Oz. They talk about some of the chemicals that he's or drugs that he recommends to some of his patients. And one of them they put in there is C. buckthorn. So
Right.
it sounds
Yeah.
weird because they don't know about it. But what I had
They
to
don't
laugh
know
at that
about
was
it.
C. buckthorn is good.
Right. Yeah, they don't understand. But wait a
Right.
minute. This is what I had to laugh about, Oscar. Look at the lady that was actually talking about.
Right.
She looked like she had high blood pressure, like she had diabetes.
Y'all
Like
better
her
stop.
feet. She looked like her feet. She looked like her feet was swole.
Right.
Don't get me started, man. 'Cause I'm with.
Well, I had to say, when I saw C. buckthorn, I had me down laughing, though.
She said, Dr. Ashton.
Stop
I was
it.
like, let me stop.
Yeah, that didn't work for her.
Right.
Oh, man.
I'm not even gonna
guys,
mess
you
with nobody.
got to be very careful nowadays.
See,
You know,
Oscar, you
that's
gonna get me in
subliminal.
trouble. I'm gonna leave that alone because I
I had to
started
laugh at
cracking
that.
up.
I had to laugh at that one though. But yeah, I'm sorry. A few other things I want to share. One was that I learned yesterday it's a recall out for Pine Sol, and they said that the Pine Sol has bacteria that causes people harm, and the question is, if Pine Sol is supposed to be a disinfectant, how is it carrying bacteria to cause harm?
Exactly, man. That is crazy. Yo, you know what it is? It's the additive things that they've done to it.
Yes.
You know, this is where they've taken the real Pine Sol and they've added like the scents and the smells and the colors and all that other stuff, and they get into different variations. That's where it's come from. When you get the real Pine Sol, and then you get companies that not altering, the actual Pine Sol itself, that's the one. But this one, yeah, I did hear that. I gotta it contains bacteria.
Yeah, it was really astounding.
Oh gosh, that was crazy. And I think that was Clorox version. I think that was Clorox's version.
When I saw it was the actual Pine Sol, and it's sort of like the yellow bottle.
Yeah,
the clear bottle, but it's a yellow, so
see, I'm looking at it right.
Yellow.
I'm looking at it right now. It's exactly what it was saying. See, they got the yellow one.
Yes.
They got the blue one and the purple one. See, that's when you messing up. You messing up right there. You're adding things and preservatives and things like that can probably build mold, and then you're going to get bacteria. So yeah. It's something in the science that they're doing wrong. Yeah.
When you thinking you're disinfecting when you're using it, and
you spreading bacteria in your house. That's crazy.
And the last thing I have is we talked about neem before. I have neem, but I need a refresher. What is neem? I know you talked about Gandhi, using neem when he was fasting, I think. But help me to understand what neem. What are the benefits of neem?
Well, it's the miracle tree. It's one of the miracle trees. When they say, if you're a scriptural toting Bible toting folk, you know that it says the trees are for the healing of the nations. We're talking about Revelations 22. So it's talking about trees that actually have the ability to do all five: bacterial, viral, fungal, septic, and parasitic, all in one. And that's one of them. Okay. Neem is such a powerful tree. It's been known to grow everywhere in the world. And it's been adopted heavily in places like India, because that's the East India Indians, or our Vedic Indian concepts go back that it was used for many, many things. And the folklore of it was that those that plant a neem tree in your backyard, you would have all days of your life you would have good luck, because the neem tree feeds all life itself. Everything eats from the neem tree. And it keeps everything healthy. So it's not only a feeder, but it's a fighter also.
Okay.
Yeah. The angel of heaven was going up after it planted the tree, had the bag of blessings, and he stumbled and flipped back and threw extra blessings on the tree. That's the Lord. That's what it said. So,
Dr. Paul, is neem oil supposed to smell like onions?
What does it say? It smell like onions?
Yes.
It is very strong smell. Yes, it has a very acquired smell. I would not say put some neem oil on and go out to the club or something, or to a function, or where you're out in public. Don't do that.
Neem is
something. Yeah, neem is something it's a very bitter herb. And let me tell you what it's really good for. It's very good for skin issues, and it's used as a international pesticide. Okay, it's an international pesticide. If you're looking for something to keep and protect your garden, you probably want to use something like neem as a pesticide. It's a natural pesticide. You can buy this in Home Depot and in places like Lowe's. You can buy it. They have a neem version, but that's what it's for. And yes, Gandhi used to use that when everybody thought Gandhi was starving. He wasn't starving. He sat in the prison, and he had a little neem leaf, and he was drinking water and eating neem. So he was fine. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. What do we have here?
That's it, Oscar?
That was it. That was
Okay,
it.
all right. We'll go right to Jared, right next to you. Jared, you there?
Hey, Jared.
Yeah, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Just
So,
fine.
yesterday I heard something about the CDC trying to regulate CMOS.
Yes.
I just bust out laughing. I'm like, out of all this crazy stuff that's going on in the world, you know, the wars and just CMOS, like, come on, guys.
They're trying to point people in the ways of following, government recommendations.
Of course,
you know what that is.
Yeah,
But
of course.
this-
It was just funny. Yeah, but it was hilarious.
Right, but now this is not the first attempt. They've done this. They've been doing this for over almost 20 years now. They're trying to regulate natural products. But here's the problem. You cause more problems by trying to do this. So here's what they did. I used to have the form. I used to have the form, right? When they rolled it out, they tried to do, this is the history. They tried to say, hey, you know what? We want everybody, anything with natural product, you got to register it through us. That's what they did, right? And so when they started getting back to applications, everything has something based in natural products. So you would literally have to pull everything off the shelf and it would have to be registered. So this is the problem. When they started getting applications and stuff in, they couldn't do it and process it fast enough. And then they said, we're going to have to scrap this. So they also tried to regulate that. And y'all check this out, y'all. They tried to say that you can't plant any seed in your soil, even if it's yours, unless you let us know first and get our authorization. Yeah, they were trying all this stuff. Yes. So this is not the first time this has come around. This is like, they've been trying to push these bills. They'll throw a bill out there and they just swat it down because businesses, if you go through just you can go to Target or anywhere in any of the Walmart and look at the products lines. All of them are based in something that is organic. Got it? Or something, they're based in something natural. So they would have to pull everything. Literally, you're going to have to pull all products off the shelf. And, and I mean, that's going to cause a business nightmare. It's going to cause a business nightmare. So it was not only hurting the people they were trying to stop, which was the natural people, but it's going to stop everybody. So they're trying to get around this anyway. They're not going to be able to do it. They can't do it. It's just impossible. Yeah.
So Dr. Paul, I thought it was to also try to regulate some things, because if you notice on social media, everybody is selling natural products and you don't know where they're getting them from and if they're really legit or not.
Right. So here's the thing though. The question really is effectiveness as opposed to anything. That's more importantly. So you got people who are doing things that are not effective. And that's where they get into, like, if it says this, it should do that. And that's why, people are getting hung up with that. Usually, if you get something in its natural state without being altered, it's going to do what it's going to do. So if you have something that grows out of the ground and it's a burdock root, it's a burdock root. That's it. It's going to do what it does. So that's where they're trying to regulate things, but you can't regulate what you don't own. You can't patent what comes out of the earth. So it's a lot of conversation there. You see how confusing this all sounds? It's too confusing. And therefore you got to try to write a law around something that's this confusing, when really we're just talking about food on this side. You got it. So that's what happens.
Dr. Paul, quick question. If they took, like they taking the seeds out of the lemons, the oranges and everything, and that grows naturally, but they managed to do it.
Yeah, no, that's
They're
not
modifying
real anymore. Yeah, that's not real anymore.
No.
See, they'll be able to do that to what you buy the most in most supermarkets and things like that. But there's millions of herbs. You'll never be able to do them all. You can't do it. You can't do it. Soon as you regulate something or stop something, we're going to go to another. That's all. We just going to keep going. And around the world, God in its infancy has so many alternatives to a solution. There's multiple solutions to a problem. It's just not one pill. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, again, put everything in a box. You can't put God in a box. You can't do it. Can't do it. All right.
Oh,
Dr. Paul, can you have him come plant some neem trees in North Philadelphia?
Have I come across any neem trees in Philadelphia? That's a good question. No, I haven't.
So can you come plant? Can you come plant some?
I said,
Oh,
Dr. Paul,
did
I
you
said,
say
could
come
you have-
across? Did you say
No,
come
no. She
across?
said come
or
plant. Can
them?
you come plant?
Can someone come and plant a lot of them in North Philadelphia?
You sound like you from the islands. You from the islands?
I'm from South Carolina.
Yeah, I mean somewhere. That's almost close. Well, let me tell you this. Supposedly it grows better in the lower climates, of course, closer to the equator. But that tree, along with moringa, have been known to go anywhere on the planet. That's how strong they are. That's why they call it the never die trees. You know, they never die. They just keep going. So you can give it a try. I don't think it would get enough sunlight to actually be effective. Right. So it could still probably grow, but it wouldn't be as effective as if it would be closer to the equator.
But Dr. Paul, do you know the name of the trees that they say grow in Japan or China? One of the places that cleans their air is it's a type of evergreen tree. It has a funny name.
It has it cleans your ear.
Cleans the air. The air, Dr. Paul.
They haven't planted in Japan or either China. They clean their air with these trees. It's like some type of an evergreen tree. I have to get the name of it, but they say it grows there and it cleans their air.
Yeah, you can do a lot of it. And remember, trees, period, clean the air. They clean.
Right.
Yeah,
That's their job.
Trees, that's what they do. They give off oxygen, which, remember, that's why we have the rainforest. The rainforest is considered the lungs of the planet. They provide up to 70 to 75% of total oxygen on the planet. Think about it. You sitting in your house right now, you might not have a plant in your house, but there's oxygen there. Where did it come from? It comes from places like the trees. Yeah. So cleaning the air has everything to do with not being in places where there's emissions and pollutants and chemicals and radiation and Wi-Fi and all these things that are knocking it down. That's what's causing the problem. So evergreens are always been known to be great emitters of oxygen. That would be like the thuja. Remember the thuja? Thuja, thuja. Thuja is very good. That's the one that's the antiviral. Isn't that interesting? Antiviral. What kind of virus is going on right now?
Right.
Things that make you say, yeah. All right.
No less.
Good questions, though. Y'all got some good questions. Y'all trying to go to the bottom of the ocean tonight.
All right, Jared, you done? If you're done, make sure you take your hand down. All right, Dr. Paul, I'll go over here. I have a first-time person that was trying to find out where to go about the liver. Okay. Let me see. Let me find it. It slipped away from me. My.
Oh, pine sol got bacteria.
Yeah, man. How about that?
Paul, excuse me, Bill.
Yes,
the person who was the first time. She said she has an enlarged thyroid.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, thyroid, hypothyroidism.
Yes.
You got to find out which way you're going. Enlarged thyroid is something that's happening with a lot of women right now. The first thing I always tell ladies, look at the lines. Watch for the double lines. See right here? Can y'all see me right here? Watch for the double lines. Upper line, bottom line, and then the thickness right in that area. Watch. I want you to really start to pay attention to your fellow sister and brother too, because thyroids are not just with women, men too. And that's being affected. Some say, wait a minute, maybe it's the Wi-Fi. Yeah, you can. There's a case for a lot of this stuff, but also thyroid can be imbalanced coming from things like malnutrition. Got it? Malnutrition issues. It can also be coming from overactive adrenal glands.
Mm-hmm.
And the adrenal glands are coming from what? Stress. You're in a state of fight or flight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They did a study, and I was watching the study today. They said that we have more hate on each other than any generation. They said people are hating on each other more than any generation. Does social media have something to do with that? Yeah, it could be. Because a lot of people get on there boasting about themselves. Oh, it don't look all that good. You could be putting, people will say anything when they're sitting home with the slippers on, and you're not face to face with them. So they say a lot of things, and a lot of social media is very hurtful for a lot of people. A lot of people have, discontinued their accounts and things like that for things that were said online. Or things mistakenly were sent to each other.
Yes.
People have sent messages. I didn't mean to send that. Yes, you did. You sent it. You sent me a text and said, get lost. Whatever the situation is, we have been a nation of really strong hatred.
Yes.
And what is that causing? Anxiety. The children, Big B, we talked about this 2 weeks ago on the latest study for the children.
Oh,
they
yes.
have more posts. They're looking now to start testing children for post-traumatic stress at the age of 8 years old now. It was 11. Now they're moving it back to 8 years old. What is going on with our generation? They're talking about the kids at 8 years old talking about, Mommy, Daddy, I'm stressed out. You don't know what stress is yet. You're 8 years old.
Right.
Yeah,
Dr. Paul, they need to start testing them at 4 and 5 years because I see the stress in children.
Yeah, you need to start the stress with the parents first.
Yes, that's where I was about to say. That's where it's coming from.
These parents first. These parents are the ones that need the stress test first. And so again, it goes back to racing the adrenals now, because when you're in a state of feeling like you're being attacked, that raises your cortisol levels. So that means you're in a state of what? Fight or flight. You're going, wait a minute. I'm either going to defend myself or I'm going to run. You got it? So keep that in mind, that yes, that does affect your levels of cortisol, which eventually messes with your thyroid. But also, I'm going to say this too. A lot of issues with thyroid has a lot to do with not assimilating your nutrients, because in order for your thyroid to work right, you got to have the proper amount of nutrients, which people aren't getting because your gut's out of balance. You're not assimilating your food. I would say about those that come through for RM3A, I would say 65% of the people that come through have a gut issue. 65, maybe even higher than that. So that means we're not assimilating the food. You can't assimilate what's not real. It just goes back to a saying, you're messing with the food. You're messing with the food. People can't assimilate. Then it's causing all of these misfires and things that are going off. So making people stress. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right.
Okay, Joanne, up in the corner. You there?
Paul and family, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Great. This summer, about August, I thought I had a bad allergy like every 2 to 3 days. And then finally somebody told me it went into like 6 weeks, you got a sinus infection. My throat was just out of whack. I know better than to scratch it, but it was just so scratchy. I tore that throat up. So now I pay attention to everything that I eat. And just like you were saying, like you might eat too much of something, and that's when you can tell something's changing. So I developed a small bump under my tongue. And as time went on, me eating different things, I started feeling this swelling, like the vein, and the best way I could explain it to somebody, I said, I'm not ashamed to say, I said, it feels like a worm, it's swollen. That's unusual. Since then, I had an eye doctor appointment. I went to the eye doctor and they evaluated me to see a specialist. because they seen that I needed some drainage in my eyes. So I became a little alert, calmed down. I did go see these specialists, and they suggest that I have the iris drain. But in the meantime, prior to that, 2 weeks ago, I got so sick, I felt like dizzy, a lot of dizziness. So I put myself under the covers. I said, it's time to shut this down. And prior to that, I have an inactive thyroid. Normally I'm okay, but this particular time, my throat, you know, it was a big ball. It was it was swollen big, and it became so tender. So I've been
Joanne,
Mhm.
right. So Joanne, what you're hearing, what you're saying is there's multiple system imbalances. Got it? But really there's one problem. Got it? You're out of balance. Got it? You're out of a state of ease. You're in a state of dis-ease when things are out of balance. So that's why we go back to fundamentals. And this is for everybody. When you're doing this, the fundamental 101 is that you got to go back to, what am I? Number one, I got to start from building this foundation back up again. Make sure you start with your water. Got it? Got your water, right? Okay, start with your water. And believe it or not, you can flush out a lot of what's going on with water first. Got it? Because the body's already programmed for correcting itself, but it can't function and do this without water. So water's number one. Know your number. You know your number, right, Joanne? You know
I
your
do
number
not
for
at
water?
this time. Not at this time, because I just kind of
yeah,
off. And I lost my
yes.
appetite recently, and that's the first time that's ever happened.
Okay, so follow me now. Follow me. Got to go back to your water. Number one. Got it? So what's half your body weight in ounces? That's what you would do. Half your body weight in ounces. Find out what that is. And then you divide that by 16.9, which is one bottle, or whatever the size of your vessel that you're drinking from, 12-ounce glass, or if it's a container of whatever size. That's what you would do to start off with. And then after that, top 10 toxic foods. You got to watch what you're eating. You got it? Top 10 toxic foods. Go to my website. I say this every week, don't I, y'all? Y'all just he came out there every week, but it's the same thing over and over. Right. You got to go and watch what you're eating. So top 10 toxic foods. And then after that, watch your oils.
Yes.
Got it? Watch the oils. You know, take your blood pressure. Know where your numbers are. Know where your numbers are. Now, I always say test your pH. Everyone testing your pH. Joanne, you test your pH? You know how to test your pH?
I do.
Okay. Do you test, how do you test it? You test it with?
I have the strips.
Okay. You're doing both or what?
I haven't been doing it lately because once I got sick, I was just down.
Right.
But I knew I wanted to do, what struck in my head was green drink. If you don't do anything else, do the green drink so that can bring you some energy, because at one time I wanted to cleanse and I said, you can't cleanse because you're not eating. I wasn't eating. So,
right. But you're still on point though, but you got to do the green drink. I would try whenever someone is totally off. When you feel totally off, the greatest source of hydrogen in the body is anything green. So that's why the green drink works. But you got to do it 3 times a day to get your balance back. Got it? 3 times a day.
Yes.
And if you start to do that, and if you're going to eat steamed vegetables. Steamed vegetables always works better. And water. If you just allow the body time to cleanse itself. See, that's the problem. We're floating around a little bit too much. And I understand, you know, everybody has their things that they like and the things that they dislike, but you got to just kind of go raw for a little bit and let your body reset. You got to let your body reset. So I would say, Joanne, come on in and get an assessment. Did you come in?
I haven't been in a minute. Yeah, I need to follow.
Come on back in, follow in, you know, where we follow and recheck you. And so we'll know where you are. Because you need to have an assessment so you can know where to move from. Got it? So start where your body is, but it's all balanced things. So here's the other thing. Most important thing I want everybody to do is write everything down. Write it down. Don't think that I'm going to remember this. Write it down. Got it? Write it down. Make sure that you know where your numbers are. You can download a log on my website. I have a blood pressure log that you can do. It also checks not only your blood pressure, but it does your pulse. Also, you do pulse pressure, and then also it does glucose and pH. All of that's on one log chart. Download it right from my website. You know, it's a free download. Got it? Download as many as you can and track yourself every day. At the very end, it says comment. Comment on how you feel. What was my goal for the day? What did I do? The more organized you are, that's when you're going to start to see things come around. Got it? So just keep that in mind. All right. So look to see you soon, Joanne.
You good? Okay. What I got a question here. What do you think they call this this procedure for my eyes? It's called peripheral iridectomy.
Yep, but remember, where's your blood pressure right now? You on blood pressure meds?
I am not.
Are you on diabetic? No meds at all?
No meds at all.
Okay, so
when I went to the eye doctor, they noticed that my pressure in my eyes was high.
Right. And that's what I was getting to. So that's why I was asking about the pressure. It may not be that, but it's showing effects in your eyes first. The cranial arteries in your eyes are very small. Want to be affected first. But what does it mean? You got to dilate. So there are formulas that you can use for eyes. You know, there's a formula called lutein, not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent any disease, just food for the soul, y'all.
Okay.
Okay, there's lutein and zeaxanthin formula.
Zeaxanthin. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's a formula. Let me see if I can find one for you.
Thank you.
Here's one right here. Piping Rock has a good one. Piping Rock is good. Yeah, see, the formula has been pretty much understood amongst eye professionals.
Okay.
There's a combination of a lot of formulas. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see if I can find a brand for you real quickly. But lutein, okay, lutein and zeaxanthin is what can raise the level. Let me get Blue Bonnet. That's a good one.
Okay.
Let me show you this one. Blue Bonnet's a good burn. Yeah, Blue Bonnet's very good. So let me share that. Everybody still there? Everybody still there? Everybody still
We're right here.
Everybody still there? See right there?
There you go. We got it. There we go.
That's good eye support.
Oh.
Okay, that's good eye support. That actually helps contrast, focus. It also helps to dilate the eyes. I would also include things like eye washing. Okay, you can eye wash. Dr. Christopher's Eye Bright formula is another one.
Yeah, I have that. I've used that a few times.
So you can add these things. But remember, here's the key: is consistency. And people say, well, I'm taking it. Well, you're not taking it to the level which becomes therapeutic. Got it? You have to take it to a level that's therapeutic, which means you're taking it 3 times a day. If you take it enough, you'll start to see things up. But you got to watch out for concentration. Got it? Concentrated foods, refined sugar, refined salt, refined oils, potato chips, cookies, cakes, pies, pretzels, big one. Even if the pretzels and stuff is actually non-GMO, all that stuff, it's still dehydrated.
Yeah.
Got it.
I've got you.
Yeah, keep that in
Loud
mind.
and clear.
Right.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you. You're welcome.
Appreciate you. All right. See you soon.
You bet. Thank you so much.
As y'all can see, I'm still in Maui. See, I'm still back in Maui. See, back here, big.
Don't you start.
I'll be flying back.
All right.
That's exactly. See back there.
A Maui frame of mind.
That's the Maui frame of mind. I'm missing it right now. This right here, I actually flew over a helicopter over this mountain right here.
Okay, we can't see, Dr. Paul. You got to bring it back.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't see me.
We can see it.
I'm doing all this talking, y'all.
We can see
And
it.
you're hiding yourself. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
We've
see
got
all this back here. See all that
Right.
back there.
Right.
That's my island right there, boy.
all right. All right.
I was,
Dr. P, we've
I
got
was right there. I was.
Yes, sir.
right there.
We got six. We got six more people, Dr. Paul.
Yep.
What's your time?
And
What's your time like tonight?
we got to get ready to go. That's right. Cecilia. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes.
How you doing?
All right.
All right. Doing well.
I had a kind of like stupid question, I guess, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
No dumb questions, silly. No, sorry.
So I went to Hand and Stone today for a massage.
Mm-hmm.
Himalayan hot rock massage.
Okay.
And then I went to this place called Stretch Zone where they kind of like just stretch your body and kind of like do yoga for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady told me that I had released a lot of toxins today, and I don't really know what that meant.
Right. That's what they do. They're releasing toxins. So when you're using therapies like Himalayan salt, things like that, you're releasing toxins. They're going to come out of your pores.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? So the largest organ in your body is your skin. So it's going to start coming out. Usually when you do a detox, like a foot detox or some kind of Himalayan salt detox, even the Himalayan salt bath, you're going to be detoxing about 48 hours from the time that you took that. Yeah, it's still constantly
I need to drink a
detoxing.
lot of water today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so keep that on. So that's a good one. That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
Well, so the crazy question is, I wanted to know, is there anything you could do take or do or something to stop yourself from dreaming so much? Because I feel like I can't sleep.
You're dreaming. You're over dreaming.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it depends on what's going on in your mind.
That's
I would
right.
say
Shut your brain down,
you gotta slow it down. Calmatives, get with calmatives that help you to balance your thoughts. Overactive thoughts, things like mineral deficiencies like magnesium, overactivity. So that's the adrenals firing off, worried about stuff. Don't be worrying about stuff. Just relax. I would try to do things like calm the room down. We say use, bring things down, Himalayan salt baths. You did what you did today, which was a good thing. Parasympathetic means getting and spicing up that female principle. So it's relaxation. Find more relaxation. Mm-hmm. Pampering yourself. Yeah.
And I have the pink Himalayan lamp.
Mm-hmm.
And I drink my blue vervain tea like every night.
Okay. So you're good. So cut the TV off. Cut the TV off.
There you go. Yes, sir.
TV off too, but I just can't stop dreaming, and I can feel like everything in my dreams. Like if I'm mad in my dreams, I wake up mad and cussing everybody out.
Let us pray.
That's not good. That's not good. We're gonna keep.
I had to get on that one, Oscar. You know that.
We're gonna keep sharp objects away from you when you sleep. I would say calmatives would be better. So things like the chaga, the things like that. You stick with the vervain. Helps with that, but you got to start to do things. Sometimes extra exercise can help you calm down also. Got it? Exercise. How's your exercise?
Not good.
Oh, man, I think we got something there. All right, thank you, Cecilia. We got to roll, okay?
Okay,
all right, thank you.
Okay,
all right,
Zoe
we got that Zoe? Yep, we got to go, y'all, because I got to get ready to move. Zoe?
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I have just a quick question in reference to the one lady was talking about the cholesterol. Now I've heard like olive oil on an empty stomach in the morning is good for have several benefits, cholesterol and also maybe possibly weight loss. And then I want to ask you, what was the name of the back brace you said you can get off Amazon? To keep your posture straight during the day. Whatever the name of that was.
Second question. Good.
Also, I do the bitter cup, so I like they also said take that on an empty stomach in the morning. So that's why I was wondering.
I would, well, first off, I would start with the one because I got to get ready to move here. Olive oil, I would not take any oil. If you have cholesterol issues, stay away from all oils, period. You gotta let the liver get a chance to recover, regenerate. So adding more oil, whether it's unrefined or refined, I would just stay away from it. See, what happens is it's like gunking up the liver. The liver can't process that stuff. So it's going to be out of balance. Cholesterol is just not meaning it's a good and bad guy. If it's bad cholesterol, can't be bad if the body still makes it. Got it?
Right.
It's out of balance. So you just got to stay away from all oils. Bitter cups are always good. That will help to keep and bind to toxins and chemicals and things like that. That's what they're used for. It's a detox. And what was the last question you had?
About the back brace thing that you recommended.
Oh yeah, it's called
that was hemp.
Yeah, that's called the Hempvana. HEMP. V is in Victor. ANA. You can go to anywhere and get that. Walmart has special. You can get any size, and it's made of hemp. So it's not remember, it's not a correction device. It's a reminder device.
That's all.
All right.
All right.
Okay, you want to catch Ray up there before because we're getting really tight here.
All right, I got Big B. Give me two more people, man. Two more people.
I see Ray and Cynthia. I think. Well, no, I'm sorry. Is it Horaya? Is that it?
Horaya.
Okay, well, Ray is next. Horaya. Ray.
Okay.
Hey, Ray. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Family. Yeah. Thank you for the eye formulas there, and I wanted to know, I tried the Dr. Christopher's eye formula. At this point, it's really difficult for me to take, with the cayenne pepper and all. So my question is there another way I can take that, or can I kind of put it in a tea or something like that?
Yep, that's exactly what you would do. Yeah, you don't have to. That was just an option. The option is to take it in the eyeglass and to do it directly. But you can take it directly into some hot tea. Yeah, some hot water. You can put it in your favorite tea. You can add it, whatever the dosage amount that recommends on the bottle, and do it right into the tea. People have had just as good effects of it taking it that way.
Yeah, I kind of researched that and saw, but I just want to make sure. And I want to try the eye formulas. My last eye doctor appointment, my eye levels, the pressure actually was pretty good. And the doctor at one point had wanted to treat me for glaucoma by taking drops. I refused to because I didn't receive it. And I just had bad, made my eyes really beat red and all. So I said, I'm not going to say, just because my mother had glaucoma and a sister.
Don't mean you got it.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
But I'm going to go ahead and purchase those eye formulas, Doc.
Okay. Sounds good, Ray.
All
Good
right,
stuff, man.
evening.
You
All
too
right.
now. Thanks, bro. All right. One more
Okay,
Big B. We
Haraya.
got to get out.
Okay, I know this is not fair, but I got a new person that came on with me tonight. And if you could just say a few words, I know she's probably going to have to come in for an assessment, but she's losing a whole lot of weight. Could you just say a few words about lupus and what it's all about?
Yeah, lupus is the wolf. That's the Latin word means wolf, which scavenge, which means that white blood cells go in as an autoimmune system, go in and literally they say attack the system, but really it's miscommunication. It goes back to cleaning the blood. You got to clean the blood. You have to look at what we're seeing on this side with the RM3A is that the pseudomotor shuts down. When your pseudomotor shuts down, that means you're not sweating, you're not pushing this lymphatic system. The lymphatic system backs up. And what does it do? Dumps it into the blood. And the body says, hey, if you're not going to get this stuff out of you, I'm going to send it into your blood. Puts it into the blood. Now the body's going to start to now send false signals. It's going to get all kinds of things with any and all autoimmune. It could be multiple myeloma. It could be lupus, leukemia, fibromyalgia, sarcoidosis. All those fall in that autoimmune system because basically you got dirty blood. Old folks used to call it tired blood.
Tired blood. That's right.
That's it. Tired blood. That's all.
So until she comes to see you, I'm going to tell her to start taking some dandelion.
I think before she do anything, she need an assessment.
Yeah.
Got it? Because even if she were to take the dandelion, she don't know what to do after that. See, a certain things she got to watch out for. Something she got to get active. She got to get moving. You know,
Oh,
I
she
tell you.
moves. Oh, she moves. She moves.
Right, but hear me though. Hear me though. That doesn't mean that the lymphatic system is moving though. If it's backing up, there could be an infection in the lymphatic system. That's called lymphatitis. That's bacteria. Remember, the lymphatic system deals with bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, and parasites. And also it's relieving dead cells, which is what cancer cells really are. This is dead cells that are no longer able to produce properly. So the body says, I got to put you somewhere. I'm going to put you in the trash can. That's your trash can. So if that trash can ain't moving, that's what's going back up. That's the problem. And everybody's system is backing up right now. So
thank you.
All right. Thank you, Harai.
Okay. All right, guys. I hate to cut you off, and I know we're close.
Yep,
you know what,
I
Dr.
gotta go get Jared.
Can we take one more? I see a
we have?
familiar face, Cynthia. Cynthia,
Hey,
you there?
Cynthia, what's up, Cynthia?
Can we
Where
get
is
you?
she? I don't see her.
Yeah, you got to unmute yourself, Cynthia.
I can put a question in the chat box. This is very quick. Lemons and limes. Limes are supposed to be better, but you can't find limes with seeds. So are lemons with seeds better than limes?
Better than limes without seeds. Yes, absolutely.
I don't know, because she's the
just hold on, Cynthia.
Yeah, hold on.
That's the other
Cynthia, I got you, Cynthia. Yes.
Oh, thanks.
So I
Dr.
think we
Paul.
had two Cynthias at the same time.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's okay, Prophets.
Okay.
Okay.
She's a fellow. She's a sister from the natural woman, so they know they cut
That's
across
right.
each other.
That's right.
They just cut across each other.
Okay, Cynthia.
All right.
Hi, so I'm gonna make this really quickly. I'm her youngest daughter. So and I've been listening to you for a very long time, but I just have a quick question. So I started the African black soap, and it's really like doing terrible for my skin. And I was wondering, is there a way to balance your pH on your skin?
Sure. That's what the aloe vera gel does. Aloe vera gel is derma. Okay. Anything derma is where aloe vera gel, not the juice, the gel. And you can get it free from the plant, but I would say you can get it in the jugs. You can get it in the gallon jugs, keep it in the refrigerator. That's what's going to help to regenerate skin, derma. Also, you can do things that are, the shea butter is good. Just don't put it on open cuts or wounds. Vitamin E is good for that. Got it. You got there's a lot of good stuff for skin. Another one, those are kind of like the main ones. Castor oil, very good. Castor oil. Castor oil, sesame oil. Okay, these are all skin. And sea buckthorn, which is my favorite. Hey, I Nita, I see you down there, Nita. She threw the ribbon up. Yep. Sea buckthorn. That's very good for the skin. Sea buckthorn, probably of everything I just mentioned, I would deal with sea buckthorn first.
And you can put that on the face?
Yep, that's where all of the ladies, that's where if you look at, ladies, I want y'all to do this and report back to me next week. I want you to look at some of the most expensive creams that are out there on the market right now. A lot of them are based in sea buckthorn. How about that? And they talking about Dr. Oz. They dogging him on the sea buckthorn.
Yeah, but that's quite right.
You're going to have to talk to all the women who got cold cream and that are using that stuff because it's working. It's good for your skin. It's omega 3, 6, 7, and 9. There's nothing else out like that. There's nothing.
Wow.
There's nothing out there. I'm gonna tell you, nothing has more omega fatty acids than sea buckthorn. It's amazing. And it's yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Dr. Paul.
Dr. Paul,
is
thank you, 'cause
neem
my daughter
oil
just
good
listens.
for your hair?
Neem is good for your hair. Neem is good for everything. Remember,
Everything. And
it's
we've got
the
to
miracle
go,
tree.
everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, Prophetess.
Hey,
Prophetess,
guys,
like,
thank you,
whoa.
Prophetess.
I'm trying to get
Prophetess.
you out of here. I hear
He's got to get out of here, y'all.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That's right. My helicopter over here in Maui. I gotta get out of here.
Hey, listen, guys. Before things get noisy, let me say something.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it.
In order to get a copy of tonight's check, guys, send me an email to mechavideo@gmail.com. Okay? mechavideo@gmail.com. Now, we've changed one thing for the support. You'll send that to my Cash App, and that's $ Bill Morgan. That's $ Bill Morgan. So Dr. Paul has changed things up a little bit. Okay? So you want to make sure that we to support and we can get all this stuff done. And by the way, if you have not been to the YouTube channel, Dr. Paul's Holistic Health Network, you have missed it, y'all. I'm telling you. So I say, invite your friends, your enemies, your everybody, and join, and support. What do you think about that, Dr. P?
I love it, man. Hey, you know what? Go to a couple of things. I changed it up because, we need your support. Big B is over there working hard, y'all. He's making this thing available so that you can get all of these past shows and information that's critical information, that's life-saving information. And sometimes you'll hear someone in your family and somebody, and you'll say, we talked about this on Family Tree, but I don't know where it is. Now you got it. It's on YouTube. Punch in Dr. Paul's Holistic Health Network. Go to it on YouTube. It'll pull up and you can see all the shows.
Yep.
I'm going to start labeling.
A lot of folk are not on Facebook, and this is the best way for them to get.
People are not on Facebook. Go to YouTube. You can pull it up on your phone. YouTube.com. And then you can back up and see all the stuff that we talk about. Sometimes you just want to be, you might be doing something, just clicking on and just listen.
That's right.
You learn so much. We really have this as a way of universally connecting with the folks and the people, because some of the questions that you ask are great questions. Got it? So something that we want to keep is to keep this going. So Big B over there, if you can support us, it's all going to him. He's putting the editing and doing all that stuff so he can upload it. So let's just be a blessing to Big B over there. Big B, give that Cash App out there for him again, buddy, for you.
It's $, Bill Morgan. BIL, not 2 L's, guys. Y'all can't spell Bill. It's 1 L. $, BILMORGAN. That's it, guys.
That's it.
One more thing. Where can you get C. Buckthorn?
Any herbal store. You can go to any herbal stores. You can get it online. It's a great place. You can get it in oils. You can get it in gel caps. You can even get it in the teas. Now, I think you can get teas. And it grows in the mountains, so it's good for your lungs, and it's also good for COVID protection, because it has one of the highest things called inulin. Inulin keeps your lungs moist, so it keeps you relaxed. Very good stuff, y'all. Very good stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, y'all.
And Big B, you accept checks too for old school folk who don't have cash.
I sure can. You know what? Send that to my P.O. box, and that's Post Office Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Okay, that's P.O. Box. It's in the chat, guys. Everything's in the chat.
It's in the chat.
And so when you order the chat, you get all the info and just send it right on out. All right. Have a blessed night, guys.
All right, let's give Big B a hand.
Yo. That's what's up.
Congratulations on the YouTube channel.
Yes. Hey, guys. Hey, they bucking us, y'all, but because they don't want all the good stuff out there, but I'm gonna get it in there anyhow.
Yeah. We've been guess what, y'all? We've been getting flagged like crazy on
this. Buddy. They're hitting us every time, but the Lord is good. That's all I can say.
God is good. We got them up there. So we keeping it moving, because it's all about all the family, right?
That's right. All right.
So God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing,
you got a shot. Yeah.
All right. Y'all can dance if y'all want to. Come on down. Tap it out real quick. Real quick. Hey, Carol G, I see you, Carol. All right. Tap. On the other side. Tap. Inside. All right, Marcy, I see you down there, Marcy. You can't stay still. That's Marcy, can't stay still.
Marcy, she ain't even trying to. Get it, Eloise. There you go. Sonia. Hey.
Come on down.
Good day. Sonia. Eloise. Bianca.
Good. Tap under here.
Sheila Johnson. Peace.
All right, Frida, I see you. Rosetta, I see you.
All right, yeah.
Sydney, I see you.
Cynthia.
Sonia, I see you. Eloise, Bianca. What's up, Cynthia? I see you.
Stephanie. All right, Stephanie. Yeah.
What's up, Tamara?
Tomorrow said, you can't stop me because I got it going on like that.
All right, good. All right, let's tap it up. Let's rub it together. Come on, give me some energy. Gotta get some quick energy because I gotta go.
That's right.
All right, rub it on down. Give yourself a blessing.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for joining in on the bag.
Yes, sir, buddy. Stay vigilant, safe and healthy. Huh. Get out of here, Dr. P.
All right, I gotta get out of here.
We can't have you rolling down the road too quick.
All right.
Stay, buddy. God bless.
All right, God bless y'all.
All right.